She called out to get her father's attention. "Father?" He looked up and caught her gaze. He smiled and quickly dismissed the two younger men. Crossing the room to greet her, he held open his arms. "Laura!" She dropped her bag and rushed to him. A sigh escaped her as his arms closed tightly around her. It was here she felt the safest and happiest. She thought of how few times she had known his tender embrace over the years, but she refused to let such thoughts discourage her. The fact that they'd had so little time together only served to make this moment all the more precious. "Father, I'm so happy to see you again." She breathed in deeply of his cologne and the unmistakable scent of cigars and coffee.
"I thought you'd never get here. Welcome home."
Home. The word touched a place deep in her heart. She hadn't had a home since Mama died. Oh, but Laura had longed for one. She had enjoyed very little consistency as a child attending boarding school. Year after year, her father moved her to a better, more stately and expensive school. As he was able to improve his own situation, he improved hers, never realizing that consistency would have been a bigger blessing than larger, more elegantly appointed rooms and educational halls. Laura stepped back and studied her father from head to toe. He looked well and happy. "How wonderful it is to see you," she told him. "I worried that I might not recognize you, but then I chided myself for such doubt. Nothing about you could ever seem foreign or strange to me."
"And you?" He shook his head. "I had no idea you'd grow into such a beauty. You always favored your mother. The last time I saw you, there were still remnants of childhood in your face and figure. That, alas, is gone for good. You are no more a child."
"I was full-grown last you saw me. Or nearly so. 16 years old, in fact. Most of my fellow students were engaged to be married. I can't imagine there being any remnants of childhood remaining then."
"Well, there were. You were more gangly and awkward. Now you're full-grown and a lovely young woman."
"Oh, Father, you do go on. 6 years could not have made such a difference. You look the same as I remember you."
"I'm an old man, and change is slower."
She laughed. "You aren't that old. Not even yet 50. She wrapped her arm around his. "I'm just so glad to see you again. I want to know everything that has happened to you in the last 6 years." He shook his head.
"It's more important we plan a future than lose ourselves in the past. That was the reason for our separation in the first place. A separation that has been difficult, but necessary."
She sobered. "And do you feel that time has healed your heart?"
"I will always have a place of emptiness where your mother once resided. She meant everything to me. You both did. But when she died, something in me died as well. And I knew I'd be no good to you, my poor, precious girl."
He frowned, looking very close to tears. Laura hadn't meant to make him so uncomfortable, and in a public place. What was she thinking? "Forgive me. This is a talk better suited to a private parlor." She stepped back to where she dropped her bag and picked it up. Rejoining him, she gave her father a smile. "I have claim tickets for my trunks. Goodness, but I brought so much stuff. I got rid of as much as possible, but some keepsakes and pieces of memorabilia were impossible to part with."
"It's of no worry. As I told you in my letter, we are well off now. I have a large home for you and staff to wait on your every need. I'll give these tickets to my driver, and he'll see that the trunks are delivered. For now, I'll take that bag you're carrying and we'll be on our way."
She handed over her valise, then took hold of his arm. "I have dreamed of this day for so long." He led her through the station and outside, where the wind again whipped at her cloak from every side. Father approached an enclosed carriage as the driver jumped down from his seat in front. "You have a landau?" Laura observed as the driver opened the door.